It's been a while. Let's chat. Yeah, I know, this is the first time you're seeing me since the final Bears video of the season. Again, decided not to cover the Hawks because they're gonna be bad. I know they got my boy, Connor Bedard, but it wasn't going to change anything, and they were still going to be terrible, and that's exactly what they were. I did not want to cover that team again. In that sort of sense, didn't want to go through the stress that again, because doing the one season for all 82 games was hard enough. I had schoolwork and other things I wanted to do. I literally wanted to do anything but cover the Hawks at certain points during that season. So yeah, I skipped over that again. But I want to talk about the channel going forward. Before I start this video, I want to say hi. My name's Alex. I've been running this channel for 4 years, and I've been the one that you guys have been laughing at for 4 years because my teams have been terrible for the last 4 years, and I've decided to just torture myself and cover them extensively. Mainly one team over the others, but you get my point. Now here's a big thing. Even if I do continue to do these videos, it's the last time you're going to see this room. It's the last time. Why? Because in 2 days, as of me recording this video, I will be graduating college. So that's kind of a big deal. I started this channel when I was a freshman in college, and I wanted to do it a year or two before, thought about it, decided I wanted to get into it then. Then I did. First season for the Bears, I just uploaded everything after the season was over. But I thought it was fun. And it still has been fun. I'm not going to discount that it has not been fun at all. That's not what I'm here to say. It's more about my career choice. In the few live streams that I've done, I've mentioned this once or twice, maybe a few times, but I'm trying to get into the sports media. I'm a communication major. I have a sports media minor that I'm going to be graduating with. I've been studying within the realm of sports. I've been doing lots of coverage with the sports teams at my university. I want to continue to do that. Here's the catch. The catch is I'm trying to get into broadcasting. I'm not trying to get into a writing role, journalism, that kind of stuff. If I have to do that, I will. But my dream is to be in broadcasting. And I'm talking national broadcasting. I want to be a guy on the NFL on Fox, the NFL on CBS, the NHL on TNT or ESPN. ESPN. But regardless, I want to be in front of the camera. I want to be doing broadcasts on a national scale. The thing that kind of, where things clash here is because I want to try and do it on a national scale. This is going to have to I have to take a different approach with this. It's important to disclose why it's national specifically, because what is one thing that every sports fan hates when listening to a broadcast? Bias. Oh man, if you are a fan of the opposing team and the broadcaster's starting to just glorify the other team, oh man, it's the worst thing ever, right? It's the worst thing ever. I don't want to do that. I want to be as fair as I can to both sides during a given game. Now, obviously, there are people out there who, regardless of what you say, if you say anything good about another team, it's going to be completely like, you're super biased, man. What is wrong with you? Oh, I hate you. And that's going to come with the job. And I know that going into it. I mean, I've been doing this. I've gotten my fair share of comments from people who have had some interesting things to say. But my goal is to not come off as some guy that's incredibly biased. And don't want to be that guy where it's like, oh, it's a big game and I'm going to be on the call. And it's like, oh, great. He's going to have to call another game from this team who he's really biased for historically. I don't want that. Now, why is this important to this here channel? I'll tell you why. It's because, if I'm trying to do some national level broadcast where I'm supposed to be neutral for both sides, and at the same time, I'm making reaction videos and covering Chicago teams, I don't know, that's not a great luck. I'm gonna get a ton of allegations. Like, great, we got this guy calling a game and the Hawks are involved. That's his team. Oh, great. That's not what I want. Of course, if I'm going to do regional stuff and I'm going to be the voice of the Blackhawks, which, I mean, that's a pretty far-fetched dream, that's different. Of course, I'm going to be at every Hawks game and whatnot. But especially in terms of football, I don't know if I can keep doing the specific reaction videos going forward. Now, I know all the Packers fans out there are super upset. Man, we get another guy who likes the Bears. He's going to stop. What a cop-out, man. He's going to stop doing it because the Bears keep losing to the Packers. Boo! That's not what this is about. That's not it. That doesn't matter to me. That doesn't matter. I just want to kind of put my best foot forward as I enter the workforce and really start to try and make a living out of broadcasting. I know it's a really hard decision for me to make because I really like doing this. It's a perfect way for me to be able to talk about these things and not annoy someone by sitting there to another person and sitting there mouthing off and yapping for half an hour about a game and whatnot. I'd much rather sit here and yap in front of a camera and then let everyone else see it, and embarrass myself, because that's my decision. I'm the one that's making that decision. I'm making the poor decisions here, not you. You're the ones who are watching it, and you guys are benefiting because you get to see me be yelling, screaming man sometimes. Last couple of years I have not, because I know what I expect from this team now. You get my point. So I know what you might be thinking right now. What is going to happen to the reaction videos, and not only the reaction videos, but this channel, because this channel has been only reaction videos since its inception? Well, if I'm going to keep this channel going and keep it flowing, I want to try and change up the content a little more. I want to kind of take a more broader perspective. And that would be from perspective of someone who wants to get into broadcasting and whatnot. But I also do enjoy making content. And I want to make the content that I want to make. If you guys want to stick around, you can. If you don't, and I'm going to get 10 views per video, I mean, especially with the Hawks reaction videos, I was pulling that. Anyways, if you guys want to just stop watching because it's not going to be focused specifically on the Bears and the Blackhawks and the Bulls and the Cubs, and I don't know, maybe I'll cover the Bulls. I don't really follow the NBA that much because the Bulls have just stunk. They're just the definition of mediocrity. I mean, maybe I'll throw some stuff in there. I'm still kind of deciding where to go with the Chicago-centric content, because I know my brother, who has been on this channel a couple times, really he follows the Bears incredibly closely. I've always thought about it this way. I really enjoy the NFL, and I know more about the NFL as a whole, as the landscape. My brother knows the ins and out and everything about the Bears organization, and specifically with that organization. So, maybe maybe I'll bring it up to him and like, hey, if you want to make some content, you're more than welcome to. We've jostled around ideas. We thought about doing maybe a Bears podcast, but I mean, there's a ton of those anyways. I don't know. There's something that we can do. I would like to try and branch out the content, and just, I want you guys to stick around for me specifically, rather than because you want to see me yell at the Bears losing to the Packers for the 50 millionth time. And I know with the modern YouTube landscape, that's really hard. You gotta find your specific niche, and if you can't, and if you're doing too much, YouTube's just not gonna push it out there. But I don't care. I'm not here for money. I'm not here for revenue. I never had that in mind while creating this channel. I wanted to do something because I wanted to get into covering sports. I wanted to get into the idea of being a fan and showcasing that for the world to see. That was my main principle for starting this channel. And well, doing this channel as well has gotten me a ton of much needed practice being in front of the camera, albeit kind of cutting and splicing things where I need to. But it has been nice to really practice being in front of the camera and going off the cuff and talking about things and analyzing things as well, because of course that's an important part about broadcasting. Just off the cuff and adapting to what you're seeing on the field, ice, court, field, whatever it is. So, I think that is something that I'm very grateful for having this channel for. That's one thing that I can say that I'm very happy about. Now, back to broadcasting. I have been working at my school, the University of Colorado at Boulder. Yes, feel free to leave your hate comments about Coach Prime or whatever. I don't really care. I don't really have that much, I wouldn't say attachment. I don't really care that much. I haven't really been making money. I've been working with a sports media club on campus, and I've been broadcasting club sports. Now, club sports, they're not a real sport. It's just a bunch. No, they're real sports. These athletes are talented. They're fun to watch. If you're interested in broadcasting or any sort of that sphere and covering a team, club sports is a great way to get started. You can't assume you're going to jump into covering a football team, covering a men's basketball team at a university at the size of the University of Colorado just by walking in. And it's less of a headache because there's not as much pressure, because to be fair, not as many people are going to read it. Oh well, but this is how you practice and how you'll learn. You write about the team, you cover the team, you do a broadcast or two. You get the chance to interview the players without having to go through any sort of problems with it's not a massive headache to try and talk to players. So there's a lot of benefits. It's been great for me because I've been able to broadcast games. Club hockey has been the big thing that I've been doing the last 2 years. And frankly, it's got me in a place where I'm like, if there's one sport that I think I could probably break into right now, it's probably hockey, man. I love hockey. Love hockey, man. Such an amazing sport. I think it trumps basketball in every single way. College hoops is great, but I if you give me a chance to go watch a hockey game over if you're giving me a hockey game or a basketball game, I'm going to watch the hockey game every single time, 10 times out of 10. I really enjoy the sport. Been an absolute blast covering and broadcasting games for the teams here. And I've also dabbled in a couple other things. I've done a couple baseball games for the club baseball team here, which is kind of important because we're one of 3 Power 5 schools that don't have a varsity baseball team. So been doing some baseball, and I've done some lacrosse as well. Maybe a little bit of soccer in there as well. But to me, it was more, I want to get chops. I want to start just actually being able to go out there and just broadcast and have fun, because it's a ton of fun for me. Of course, here's the big crossroads, because now I've been doing it for free, for fun, to build my resume and build my reel and everything. Now we're at a crossroads where I kind of have to make a decision. I know, sorry for the long diatribe, but I want to tell you guys my story because I think I think you guys deserve to know, because this is why I'm making this decision. It's a hard decision to make, because if I really want to get into national broadcasting, I kind of got to make a decision on whether or not to keep these things going and continue to cover Chicago sports like this, or kind of change up the content, or just disappear from this channel, which I don't want to do, not going to lie. I don't want to do that. So I can focus on my career. it's a hard decision to make because these videos were fun to make, and I still want to keep this as a fun extra thing that I can do outside of work or my career. I want that to continue to be the case. It's just a bit more difficult to kind of find out where I want to go. So I just wanted to make this video because I wanted to give you guys an update on where I'm at, where things are in my life, and what's going to happen going forward, because it's going to be a change. There's going to be a change. I just don't know what it is right now. I haven't made a decision yet. But one thing I do know that is changing, I'm leaving this room. This is the last time you're going to see me in this room, barring that I record something over the next couple days, which I don't think is going to be the case. But this has been my apartment for the last 3 years. Saw a lot of great things, more mainly the I Still Own You game. Still the only video that and the other package reaction video from that year. Both have 20,000 plus. I don't think a single other video has more than 2,000. So a couple nice memories in here. Nice is over exaggerating. But a lot of pain when it comes to sports. Ref ball, getting a noise complaint about me yelling my head off about the Bears getting completely screwed by the refs against the Steelers. That was fun. But regardless, it's the end of an era. It's the end of an era for sure. Not only for this channel, but in my life as well. So if you have any ideas on what content you'd like to see from me, what other avenues you'd like to see me try, if you want to see the same things, let me know what you guys want to see. Because as much as you guys don't know what I'm going to be doing, I partially don't know what I'm doing either. So if you really want to see this content, you really want to see me continue to make content like this, let me know. Please let me know. But I really appreciate you guys sticking with me, supporting me. And we'll see what the future holds. I'll make sure to update you guys if anything drastic changes in the next couple months. Thank you. Please like and subscribe if you want to continue to see me making content. And I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys.